He went, what are you saying? And I just went, oh, for God's sake. And I stood up and I flung off the dressing gown. We drank that shit like it was fucking Ribena. I love a wine that's sort of like a dehydrated piss. You know, the colour off, not the taste. She said she had a relatively new boyfriend and they were putting different things in her. I was doing every single round because I was 20 and a dickhead.
No.
Okay.
Cheers.
I can't breathe.
Yeah,
You have to do it like a shot. You have to down it.
Okay, all right. Oh, refreshing.
Oh,
That
nice.
is crisp. That's crispy crisp.
Now that's taking us back.
Aussie Chardonnay.
Hey,
is our
hey.
next
Yeah.
drink.
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Chardonnay, fuck off.
So Ellie's going first.
And the police stopped us because I'd had a wee in the pub car park.
Yes.
I'm
No.
really a fan of it.
That takes me to a beach and a happy place.
Oh, on your podcast,
Cheers.
what is the most inappropriate moment that you've had on your
We
podcast?
have not published a podcast once.
We've got these chairs in the house.
Have you actually?
At home, but not the high, but we're not sitting having breakfast like
not
She run a bar.
like you normally are.
Yeah.
Welcome to Helen and Ellie.
Hello.
Welcome to us.
Well,
AKA handle at Scummy Mummies. Right. So
okay, so we've got the first shot so we're going in really easy with the first shot being lager.
Nice.
We like
Which-
lager. Yeah.
So these are all, so let's just give you the rundown of the show. So we've got 10 questions and 10 different shots,
Okay.
but they're all bespoke to your life in some way.
Wow.
So there'll be a question that's all based around your life. And the first one, we break you in easy by going, with lager. And so let's get this down us. But you've got to tell us why this is significant to you.
yes. But how did we get this so right?
What's the meaning of lager, Ellie?
Because you gave us no tips on
So this
Okay.
is like, this is your
Can I have
life,
that?
but
Yes.
Oh,
instead
sorry,
of
that's yours.
Michael Aspel, you just get cheap continental lager. That's good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to you.
Okay.
Cheers.
I can't breathe.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
you have to do
worry,
it
don't
like
worry.
a shot. You have to
Cheers.
down it.
Okay, all right. Oh, refreshing.
Okay.
Oh,
That is
nice.
crisp. That's crispy crisp.
That's
isn't
Now
it?
that's taking us back, isn't it, Ellie?
Yeah, but that's a nice lager as well because I do not like a craft lager. I
No.
don't want anything fancy in it. No.
No.
Our roadie, Miserable Steve, always says, fuck craft lager. We've spent thousands of years working out.
laughter.
Fuck,
Oh,
fuck
that's
all
well, that's a really
craft
good
as well.
Yeah.
But we've spent thousands of
Fuck laughter.
years trying to make beer not taste shit by putting chemicals in it to make
Yeah.
it not taste shit. Why would you take them out? It just tastes shit. So that was
Yes.
very nice.
I like
thank
that.
you.
It's
Yeah, I
lovely,
like that.
lovely and crisp.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Yes.
So
so
what
you-
is
so
what is the meaning of this lager for you? Well, not this lager specifically, lager in general.
Well, it was the first drink we shared after we met. So we met at a stand-up comedy gig a million years ago, 12 years ago. And after the gig, as you do as comedians, you get together and and we had a lager together.
Yeah.
And that's how we met and kind of, that's our OG drink. And now after every show, we usually like to have a lager, don't we?
Yeah, because we go for a curry after our shows.
Oh,
'cause
you
very
have to have
often-
lager
Perfect,
with
yeah.
curry.
Yeah,
Oh.
and often it's the only restaurant open in some of the smaller towns, especially that we go to. So you can usually always get a curry, and then you can't have a curry without. Like, I mean, you probably can. I'm sure millions of people do every day.
Why
But
would you?
we
though?
think-
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And don't you sometimes have one in the interval if the show's going badly, which I can't imagine. I've been to see
No.
2 of your shows and they've been bloody brilliant.
well, thank you. But
Really hilariously
And
funny.
you're right. The other
Yeah.
19,098 have been exactly the same. Clara. There's never been a dull moment.
Yeah.
has there?
But
You've never
sometimes
had
it's,
to have a lager.
it's a bit Tuesday-y.
Yeah.
It's a wet,
Really.
cold night. People, or the venue's a bit cold and everyone's in coats. Not very conducive to a laugh. And we're like, I think we might need a lager half time. And we can sometimes do a bit of a wink at each other on stage and go, yeah, this is one of those shows.
I have been known during a costume change to run into the dressing room if it isn't going super well and go to Miserable Steve, 2 pints, and then he knows he goes to the bar then and then they're waiting for us at the interval. So that's quite nice.
that's
Yeah, you
nice.
should just
I
make
love
that a
Miserable
standard thing
Steve.
anyway.
And then he puts it on his invoice because he.
Of course
yeah.
he
Does he actually?
Oh yeah.
He's tight and miserable, which is a winning
That's what I
combination.
see.
But
so any particular lager Any
Well, as I say, it
particular
has to
brands?
be. It must be mainstream. It
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
be.
On tap.
I
Thank you.
don't want anything fancy. I don't want any IPA. I mean, what does IPA even stand
Nothing
for?
cloudy.
No one
Indian
knows.
Pale
No one
Ale.
knows.
nothing
Indian
cloudy.
Pale Ale.
I don't want anything called, what was it, Dog's Corkscrew or anything.
No.
Yeah.
I want something that sounds like it might be foreign, but just tastes like any old
Which
piss.
is why
Yeah.
we went for Asahi.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
Very nice.
Japanese, is it?
I expect.
I
It is
hope.
Japanese.
Where is it?
Definitely
Where
is
is
Japanese.
it?
Yeah.
Brewed?
It's probably made in
It's
Croydon.
Japan.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
Tokyo, Croydon.
Isle
Yes.
of Wight. There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
no,
no,
no, it's Italy. It's brewed and canned in Italy for Birra Peroni. So it's just fucking Peroni. It's just
Oh,
Peroni.
So no wonder we all bloody loved it.
very
Here we go.
I've got a question. So Ellie and Helen, when you started the Scummy Mummies, not reading my notes at all, did you ever think you'd end up being professional oversharers?
Well, hang on.
A straw.
Good. Oh, you put it in the side. You don't like put your mouth around that. No. Okay. I've
Right,
never
so we
done
will
this.
actually do the breathalyzer as after the shot of beer because that's going to be almost
It's a
basically
neutral.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
fine.
going to be fine because you can have like a pint of beer and you
Yeah.
should be still
Oh, good to
under.
drive. Good to drive.
Right.
Like that. It's this like one of those things you do your Kegel exercises and it comes up on
What's
your
Kegel
phone, isn't it?
exercise?
Oh, your fanny. When you clench your fanny.
You can buy. Have you not seen this? You can buy these things now that you
Insert.
insert, and then
You've got to
you
squeeze around
and
it.
it shows on your phone how.
What?
Yeah. Have you not heard of it?
Can we roll
No,
it?
it's for real. Have you not?
Okay, so we're going to do a breathalyzer test that we do at the beginning of the show,
Okay.
just to make sure you're fine, that you can
Fine.
drive. Did anyone
They're
drive
not driving,
here?
no
Are you
one's
driving
driving.
back?
No.
I
Okay.
don't know how to drive.
So,
I've thrown away my car keys.
okay, fine, good. So let's
But
crack
in
on with
the
that.
in the meantime, because this is counting down, Aussie Chardonnay
Hey,
is our
hey.
next
Yeah,
drink.
Shut a yay.
Yeah.
Shada, fuck off.
Which of us likes
Disgusting.
to
Yeah.
drink?
This is a contentious. This is a
So
contentious
what's the
issue
story
between
behind
these
that?
two.
Look at
Oh,
that. It's-
actually, we won't do it yet.
Okay, one sec. Ellie's going first. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go.
Oh, double beep.
Go on, say 69. Oh,
That's a
what is
low.
it?
Low.
Oh, very good.
Okay,
So she's
good.
safe.
Green
She's safe.
and low.
Yes. Feels on brand. Okay.
Excellent.
Next.
This would be awful, wouldn't it, if you actually were an alcoholic and you've been drinking vodka since 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's going to be the real reveal,
Find out.
wouldn't it? You've got an issue.
I've never been.
It's the only
breathalyzer
reason
after-
why I almost went for tea when I was early instead of the pub on the corner because I was like, oh no, we have to do that breathalyzer. I won't have a drink.
No.
So our Rosie Miserable Steve got breathalyzed once after a show, after we'd been to the Carry House, and it didn't help that I was absolutely shit-faced because I was on codeine at the time and didn't realise it mixed with lager. So I was high as a kite, and the police stopped us because I'd had a wee in the pub car park because I'd
An outdoor wee.
because I needed
them
to go
watching.
between the pub and the van because I was just like. And then the police stopped and they breathalyzed him, and it was fine. He was below the limit. But then, as the policeman turned to let us go, he looked in the back, and he saw like our ironing board with all the bits from our shows. We have these cards that said like pissy tits and hamster wank, and the policeman was like, "What?
What?
And then he's like, whose car is this, sir?" and Steve went, "It's her husband's." And he's like, "Where are you going?" And he was like, "To that spa hotel down the road." And the policeman was like, "On your way."
Yep. Say no
There's just
more.
a lot going on there. There's a lot.
Was that time for 12?
I'm blowing.
That was, I think it was Newbury. Was that Newbury?
Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing.
No.
No.
Excellent.
No.
Excellent.
Low. Good.
Excellent.
Nice.
No, you know what happened at the end of the last,
Not even at the end. Oh yeah, well,
yeah,
no,
the end.
medium.
Tell us about the reason why you hate or love this Aussie Chardonnay.
Well, I fucking love it. Obviously, I love a wine that's sort of like a dehydrated piss. You know, the colour
lovely.
off, not the taste.
But it's so oaky. It tastes like Groot's piss. It's
Oh,
just
some of them
like
aren't,
a
though.
tree
This
of
one-
piss.
Groot is the name of my rabbit, so I would agree with that.
But I love it. Tastes almost of soil. But it's it's from where good Chardonnay is from where my family are. It tastes of home and sunshine
Low.
and dirt and
I love
Okay.
whereas my family's from Peckham, which is why I like shit lager. So that's
there's our origin story.
Have you tried? Have you heard of this one?
Petaluma, yes, very,
They're
very
good,
good.
aren't they?
Very, very good.
And this one is not so oaky. You'll find.
I've heard that
It's-
before. Fuck off.
Everyone
Yeah,
did
yeah,
say,
yeah, oh,
yeah.
They tried to turn
absolutely.
her.
So we are close
Right.
personal friends with.
So those are out, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the beer.
We're close personal friends with Helen McGinn, who's the wine expert
Yeah.
on Saturday Kitchen.
He
She's
knows,
lovely.
yeah.
And
I know,
about
yeah.
every 2 or 3 years, she says to me, "No, I've got this Chardonnay, Ellie. You're going to like
tries
this
to turn
one."
you.
And then I drink it and I go, "Fuck off, Helen. That tastes like."
How do you guys know each other?
She's
we
been on
made her, didn't we?
Yeah. She came on our podcast.
Did you say we made
Yes,
her?
we did.
Yes,
We know who she
honestly.
is.
We discovered her. We put her on our podcast in the olden
go,
days.
guys.
you
Oh,
know.
and she's been on. It's like 11 years ago, and
Wow.
her book, The Knackered Mother's Wine Club,
Yeah.
was the first Christmas present I gave to Ellie. I said, "You're going to love this book." And then, shush.
It's like
Oh
fucking
my God,
custard.
I know that I'm
Oh,
not.
so
I am
good.
not
Are
a
you
fan.
so in ABC? Do you know?
You're
what
not, you
yeah.
are a fan, though, aren't you?
No, not of us. No, not of oaky. Any white wine.
Cheers,
oaky.
guys.
Ready? Are we going? Are we
Yeah,
going?
we're
Are we
going. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, that's lovely. That is a nice drop.
Isn't that lovely?
I actually dribbled. I was so happy.
So that's on the Adelaide Hills.
It's taken
The
a
high
load
up,
Yes.
lots of
Perfect.
good
Actually taking a
acidity.
layer of skin off the inside of my
Yeah.
mouth. That's.
I know
Do you
I am.
like it? Do you actually like it?
I'm
It's
not.
got to this.
Wow.
I'm
No.
really not a fan of that.
That takes me to a beach and a happy
I
place.
love that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of a food wine.
Credit to the airline.
Well,
No, I said that at a restaurant. And you thought I was being a prick.
because you were. So we it's a line from a film, isn't it? I can't remember what film. Credit to the airline.
It's from the castle, and
Yeah.
it's a nice thing where they go, "That's a credit to the airline."
Oh, so in the movie is it a nice thing?
Yeah.
But me and Steve would always say we always say it as a joke, as in it's a credit to the airline. It's horrible
miserable
because
Steve.
it's me and miserable
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
And because it's
Because
airline
what?
wine.
oh right, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And so we always say that as a little in joke to ourselves. And then we went to quite a posh gastro pub and like bought quite an expensive wine that was a bit horrible. And the waiter said, "Do you like it?" And she went, "It's a credit to the airline." And he was so upset, this man. And me and Steve were like, "You can't say
The
that."
joke did not land.
Do you know what I
God.
thought you meant by that? I've never heard this before.
No.
I thought what you meant when you said, "You see, that takes me to a beach, and on the beach with and credit to the airline. That takes me to a beach, sipping on
Yeah.
a beach. Credit to the airline."
But you thought it
I
was
was like,
a
I was
compliment.
like, yeah.
You thought it was a nice thing to say.
Basically, I thought it was like I missed, like I was saying, like credit to the chef or credit to the sommelier.
But you're not on an aeroplane.
I know that now. I have learnt my ways. It was another learning day, Ellie.
Okay.
Right,
Next
next
one.
drink.
Next,
All
next,
right,
next.
we all enjoyed that then.
But you
Good.
didn't answer the first question about how you started, and also what I was going to ask you was, what is the most too much information moment you've had to date in one of your shows
Oh my
or
god.
in your podcast?
Oh, that's a. We have a whole bag of confessions that we could never read out, but we share with our really filthy friends. So we've got kind of like a side group that we do. There's some really dark ones, aren't there?
Go on,
there?
tell us,
Yes.
tell us.
what- She said she had a relatively new boyfriend and they were putting different things in her and she used a lacrosse ball but it got stuck and then she had to basically lay it like an egg to get it out.
So her child could take it to school on Monday for the lacrosse match.
I mean, is that what you were looking for, Rob?
Yeah, that is exactly what we were
Probably
looking
a
for.
notch above
Yeah,
what I was
this
looking
is
for.
what
I
I'm
love
looking
it.
for.
That's
Yeah.
Lay it like an egg.
I like.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my god.
I would expect you would read something like that out.
I think we did read that one.
Did we?
You
Because
gotta
the
read
last
that.
show I saw in December, you read The One Who Won about the kid getting a toy stuck up his.
No, that was the
Foreskin.
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies
Oh,
in his
that's
penis.
not so bad.
No,
We've
no.
all done that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, oh,
Sure, Rob's always putting
I've-
Rice
I've got
Krispies
one
in his
now.
penis.
Yeah. What did I say on the night? Snap, crackle, cock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Very,
Yeah.
very good.
Anyway, yeah.
Where are we going now? Where are we
Oh, I
going?
can tell. Look
Oh.
at this.
Oh,
The
look
next
at
one-
the colour of that.
Oh.
Not
No
a.
expense spared. We've got.
This isn't
a
even
mini.
a full, but this is a credit to
Yeah.
the
I
airline.
know,
That's
sorry.
That's a
That was
credit.
my fault. That was my budget. but which the producers didn't give me much of.
Well,
we need
still
sponsorship.
costs more than what we're getting paid.
Hey, you're
Put it
getting
in your
taken
bag.
for a drink after this.
Right, guys.
Okay,
let's
sorry,
do it.
let me
Yes.
pass you.
Oh,
And
lovely.
this comes
I
with a
love
question.
this.
Rod, do you want to ask the question?
So,
Lovely.
Whisper, what was the most? No, you've just done that thing on your podcast.
Cheers.
What is the most
Cheers.
inappropriate moment that you've had on your podcast, either the
podcast.
two of you or with a guest? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Again, that's a sunny afternoon.
Yeah.
We like to do when we're writing. Sometimes if we need some help, we might just we go. Should we sit outside?
Yes.
oh, we
Yeah.
And should we
and
just
a glass of wine.
Yes. And this reminds me of that.
That's beautiful. It's
It's
very
lovely.
It's
easy
really
drinking,
inoffensive.
isn't it? Isn't
It
it?
really is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Inoffensive.
Do you
It is.
now? Are you a snob about? Are you a snob,
I
Rob?
think the marketing for this is better than the actual product.
Yeah.
For sure, definitely. There's a couple
That's
of
what I said actually, but in a nicer way than you just.
and you were
now.
like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Threw the shot glass at her head. Yeah.
But I agree
Yeah,
with you.
I-
What's
I-
that? What's the other one?
So there's Rock Angel, which is the one above, which is kind of like a little bit woodier. Like if you like that.
But there's
then
that.
you
She
can
does
go
No,
that.
back.
there's
He's
that
obsessed
one
with
that
trees
has the
and
And wood,
gin.
yeah.
That has
The
the
what?
gin, the brand that has the gin in France, but also
Oh, Mirabeau.
Mirabeau.
Mirabeau's
That,
good.
that
With
Yeah,
that,
that's
I
lovely.
prefer to Whispering
And also they
Angel.
might sponsor
Idiot.
us. They
Yeah,
might
we do
sponsor
both
us.
know them.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I love that.
But
there's-
it is
Like that.
it is a lovely wine, but I do think Mirabeau takes it on
I
it.
just think, yeah, Mirabeau's a kind of lighter colour. This is nice, but it's so much marketing involved. Like they've done really, really well, but I just think that it doesn't deliver. It's lovely, but it's not so complex.
You've got an Apple phone. Don't be standing there and criticising.
Yes,
wrong with an
us
Apple
Samsung
phone?
users.
It's
My
all. I mean,
God.
really, it's just all just
part of
marketing,
it,
isn't it? It's
isn't
just
it?
basic. It's just for
Yeah,
people who are
it
quite
is
basic.
marketing. It's what
It's not.
everyone has got.
Are you kidding me? Everyone's got Samsungs. Look at you all.
Well,
You're a
we're
big slice
next
of the
gen.
society.
We're the real
Really.
next gen.
But this rosé for me reminds me of early motherhood, and this being like the treat. You're like, oh, if I can just get through the day, I'll have a rosé. It sort of just makes
pale
everything
one.
better.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And I sort of fell into it because I to be honest, it is very expensive, and I would never pay that much for wine. I mean, for God's sake, I don't buy anything that comes in bottles smaller than 2 litres. You know, so
In a box.
Or that you could make into mould.
Yes.
version.
Mould Whispering Angel. That'd be amazing.
Ooh.
Weird.
Like a summer, Christmas in summer.
Exactly.
Very
For
nice.
Australia. Be nice for Australia.
Good call.
Yeah, it's always it's like Narnia. It's
Stick
always
some
summer, never
sultanas
Christmas.
in it. Be lovely.
Yeah, that's your mother. That was your mother's answer to everything,
Just
wasn't
stick
it? You'd have to
sultanas in it.
pick in, put sultanas in.
Summer.
So I went on holiday with some much richer, more successful friends, and I'd never heard of Whispering Angel, and they were like, "Oh, try this rosé, it's really nice." And I went, "It is really nice," and I drank 4 pints of it, and then they went to Tesco's, and I said, "Oh, can you get some more of that nice rosé, whatever it is?" And they were like, "Yeah, all right." And I was like, "Just get 5 or 6 bottles."
Totally good.
They came back and they were like, this. I was like, saw the receipt and was like, fucking hell, might as well have got some heroin and saved a bit of money.
Yes.
Saved a
But
bit
it wouldn't
of
have been as nice.
No.
So,
Could have been
Yeah.
quite so
Allegedly.
nice.
Doesn't go as
yes.
well with
Yeah.
salad.
Could have been. We did. Sorry, we had the shot mid you guys answering about the most inappropriate time that you've had on your podcast.
We have not published a podcast once because one of our guests was
so drunk.
Was so drunk. Yes, and
Really?
just gibberish. And then we got to the end because usually
Do you drink on it?
we
used
in
to.
the olden days we used to do it because it would be like a Friday night treat. And
Well,
also
it started as an excuse for drinking,
Yeah.
basically, because our kids were really.
What do you think we're
toddlers.
doing?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
we're really behind
it's
the
how all
times.
good things
Yeah, but
start.
your
yeah.
kids are like 40 or something. You got no excuse. But when our kids were really little, it was, and we just sort of met each other, and it was an excuse to hang out together, but
Yeah.
also to say to our husbands, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
we've
we're
got
working.
to.
work.
We're
yeah.
working.
Yeah.
So that's what I have every Friday. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
and you could get away with it as well because podcasts weren't weren't so big. So you could say we're doing a podcast, and
Yes.
people go, "Oh, is that like radio?" And we
Yes.
go, "Yeah, but with drinking."
Yeah.
and it's
yeah,
good.
yeah, but less rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't care as much.
It's what we love about it.
Yeah.
So we had a guest, and they were just so they'd been they'd had it was the end of dry January for them, and they'd just been at a very long lunch. And then they
Yes.
arrived at Ellie's, and it was just a disaster.
And we have had some awkward moments where, because I edit all the podcasts, and Helen does the running orders for them. So like you've got a little sheet of paper with like
Yeah.
then this and this. And you, is it fair to say you don't always have an eye for detail on the running
I
orders?
can't spell. Yes, no, and I'm very poor at grammar.
And often that extends to the guest's actual names, which she will spell sometimes in
no.
3 or 4 different ways on
Yes.
the paper.
Like they do on the traitors.
Yes, exactly. Paper,
love that.
exactly.
Love
So good,
that.
so good.
My favourite.
And we did have our friend Afroza on, who is a
Yes.
doctor, and we wanted to talk to her about being a doctor, but also about her experience of being a mum who's Muslim, or as you put on the running order, a muslin.
Yes.
What is
yes.
it like to be a Muslim mum in the wake of the?
I thought I handled that very sensitively.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
Luckily, she was a very good friend. She's not now, of course.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
After
until
that.
then.
Fine. It was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
When
you
the
got
guy-
the soda.
With that guy who turned up pissed, was it? It wasn't like
It was a
he
lady.
It was a
Oh,
lady.
yeah.
sorry.
There's your unconscious bias. There it is.
Was this
See, it just
dickhead?
shows how little I
Not even
drink.
unconscious.
Well, she thinks all men are pissheads.
yeah, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling the latter. When she turned on, did she know? Was she like, oh, I'm just gonna have a few before because it's gonna be like a drinking fun thing, and then sort of turned off and went, oh shit, I've had too much, or is it like she came
No,
from
no.
her 40th birthday, or like?
So she'd given up drinking for a month, and then that day,
Oh, sorry, you said it was dry Jan. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
can't remember if it was January or what it was, but that day she had gone to a work lunch and
Oh,
chosen
okay.
that lunch before she was coming on our podcast to start drinking again. So she had a lot to drink at lunch. And then came to our house at like 7 in the evening. And then she met my father-in-law, who was there for some reason, and babbled at him in a quite extraordinary way. Poor Jeff didn't know where to look.
No, he was quite
And
embarrassed.
then she
Yeah,
was in the
yeah.
she was in the loo for a little bit, wasn't she? Don't know what
So
she's
she
doing.
really
in there.
was in a bad
And
way.
then
Yeah.
she quite a bad way. And
Perked up
then-
after that.
Yeah, she perked up, and then she just came on the
Oh, do you think?
podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
and everything
right.
we sort of asked her, she'd go, "No, fuck that."
So it wasn't like a good piss. It was like she wasn't making too much sense.
and then I said to him, no, Mama.
Yeah,
that kind of.
What
yeah.
were you like? It was the far show man.
Yes, very drunk. Mum guilt.
How do you
Oh,
even react
yes.
to that? Like, how
Mum
do you even-
guilt, the standard.
What do you do
Well, then we
like,
were-
when someone's doing that?
Well, then we were that was only like our sort of 10th episode or
Yeah.
something. So we were quite, again, we were young mums and a bit sort of like, I don't know. And we just
Yeah.
sort of tried to keep sort of steering it back on the road. And
Because you
then,
don't want them to look bad as well.
well, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
In the end, we sort of did it. And then she passed out. And then we,
I think it's that she passed away.
and then I listened.
Then she
That would not
died.
be good.
Yeah.
And then she tried to get off with my father-in-law.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Just a light dry hump. It was fine.
Is it wrong that I'm literally sitting here going, who talks like this? Oh yeah, so yeah, and I'm like, I wasn't on the podcast.
Whereabouts do you live? Do you live in Northwest London? Oh, otherwise you probably know. Don't put that in.
I was like, he was going, oh God, yeah, mum's guilt. Oh gosh, yeah, God.
that?
That's the impression they just did of her. So I was like,
Oh,
who
right.
is that? That's why I said I wasn't on it.
Was I there?
That was quite good. It was a little bit like a sort of drunk Jilly Cooper. I enjoyed it. So no,
Okay,
she.
so it wasn't Jilly Cooper.
No.
No.
it
So I
wasn't. Yeah,
listened
she's
back
gonna
to
come
it to edit it, and I listened to the first few minutes and just went. I said to you, I think I messaged you. We can't put this out because it's not even just whether or not it's good quality. It's a podcast. Who cares? But
Yeah.
but that's her now. It's not fair to her. Like if that was me, I'd be quite
Yeah.
embarrassed if people had. And I just said, I'm just gonna. I've known her for a while. I'm just gonna have to be honest with her. So I just like Rachel said, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like it's fine. Like don't feel bad, even though you will. But like I don't think for the good of all of us, I don't think we should put this out. And she was very sweet and very apologetic. And you know, I haven't spoken to her since. No,
I mean, she
she
didn't
know,
block
now
us
we
out.
know,
It's
like,
fine.
I
It's fine.
didn't remember much of it.
No,
Like,
I
to
don't
be
think she
honest.
remembered a lot of it.
Which is probably for the best.
Yes, exactly. But
You're
then-
like,
Um,
oh, no worries.
Let's move on to the
Don't
next
worry,
shot.
Block.
Yes.
It's moving
Right.
along.
here we go. Oh, is
Wait,
it
we-
Kaiser?
Because we always want you
oh,
guys
no, I've
to
got
be
to.
in that
There we go.
stage.
That's not
That's
awkward.
yours.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Oh,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes. Oh, it's syrupy and
Fine.
lovely. Oh,
Oh, cheers,
Cheers, Rob.
cheers, cheers, cheers.
it's like a sunset.
Oh,
Oh, that's good. That's
Ooh.
quite strong. Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, there's
Credit
more
to the
Aperol in
airline.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did credit to the airline.
It's like boiled down candy floss, and not in a
it
bad
is.
way.
It is
Not in a bad way.
delicious.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
boiled
good.
sweets.
That I'm afraid we didn't have any soda water in that Aperol spritz.
That's why I like
and
it
also
more.
no prosecco. that was
So is that just
English
a
sparkling wine.
it was. Oh, okay.
Aperol with champagne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was
pretty
it?
much. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And ice.
Mm.
So the question, do you want to ask the
That was
question to this?
delicious.
It was nice, isn't it? What is the
That
filthiest,
was.
most cringeworthy parenting moment you've ever had to own up to?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, well, here you go. This is very much.
Christmas cock blocking. That is a very good one.
Oh, the one just gone.
Yes, it's very good.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I'm just throwing you in. You tell that
Yes.
story of cock
you
blocking.
tell that story about your sex life on
Yes,
the internet.
come
on.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
I'm all in
fine.
for this.
Yeah, I
Husband will
am.
love it. So
Right.
Christmas just gone. We do like a Christmas show, and we have some silly jokes in it about how you've got to have sex at Christmas, you know, and if you do it on New Year, it's good because it counts for both years. All
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And we always ask someone if they had ever had sex in a Santa outfit. And then I was in Primark shopping for props, and I saw a sexy Santa bustier. Is that the word?
Yes, yes.
With like sort of white, sort of
Oh,
big
yeah.
bra,
frilly-
and then
frilly
like a
things.
baby
Nice.
doll,
Baby doll, yes,
Nike,
yes,
like a
yes.
see-through with like a
Floaty.
thong. And I don't normally wear a thong. I can't bear the
No,
rubbing. I can't even
horrific.
wear a flip-flop, Clara.
No.
But I was like, I'll give it.
It's not
I
good for the
thought,
hemorrhoids.
That'll be a fun, sexy surprise. Not good.
No,
Real
never-
flare
never
up.
is.
No. Well, it's awful. It's like trying to string around a conker. So, anyway,
Here we are.
so I thought this will be a nice, sexy surprise for Pete, right? So,
Her
like,
husband.
yes,
Just some random.
I thought he's delivered us so much milk this year. And so one night, it was a few days after Christmas, and we were watching Rivals. I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
it.
God, I
Jim.
love it.
No, I've got
Oh,
it recorded.
good,
So
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But there's a
Really
lot
good.
of, you know, in it. And so
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, this will be sexy. So one night he went and put the kids to bed, and I was like, I'll put on the baby doll Santa thing. But obviously I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I'll put my big shit old dressing gown all covered with stains over the top. And then like when the kids are asleep, it'll be like reveal. So I did that, and then I sort of waited on the sofa, and he put the kids down. And then the kids like it was one of those nights where one of them just fucking won't go to sleep. And even though they're quite old and you think they just won't go to sleep. So my son just kept cock blocking us. He just like every 20 minutes there'd be little feet down the stairs. And I was like,
You didn't even get one boob out.
no. And then I was like, and then we'd put another episode of Rivals on and have another prosecco. It was all just like that.
Did you
And
ever?
the whole time, would
No.
you just
And I just, so then
in
like
the shit dressing gown?
Yeah.
it got to like 10:30, and he was like, I can't sleep unless I know that you're in the room next to me. And Pete was like, all right, fine, let's just
thought
go
you
to
thought-
bed.
I thought it was Pete.
your husband.
I was like,
It got to the stage where he was like, I can't sleep
So
unless
he's
you're
always
the
like-
room.
I love the way
Also,
Pete-
you can't have sex if
yeah,
you're
I
not
love the
in
way
the
Pete's
same
now
room.
regressed.
Yeah.
to a toddler.
It's all got weird.
It's like bitty.
So Pete was like, fine, let's just go to bed. And like,
But did he know that
my
you
son,
had a
no,
surprise?
so my son went back upstairs, and I went, And he went, what are you saying? And I just went, oh, for God's sake. And I stood up and I flung off the dressing gown. I just stood there and I was like, look at me. And he said he has been more aroused.
Yeah, it was like an order.
It wasn't the most erotic.
Not your best
moment.
work.
Yes. Well, fuck's just an angry Mrs. Santa shouting at him in a thong. It was not. It was, and I was
And
like,
did
never
it-
mind, never
So
mind.
it just didn't happen.
No, it just didn't happen.
Oh,
We just
no.
went to sleep. And the other day he was putting some laundry away and he's like, I found this. And I was like, oh, put it in the bin, fuck off.
He's like, I found the
So-
angry
He's
like,
bastard.
he
Yes.
was like, hey, kids aren't back from school.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it didn't happen. We ended up waiting till we went on a post-New Year holiday to Centre Parks when we had a quick one in the afternoon while my friend Jessie was watching the kids. She doesn't know that.
I don't know
She does
what
now.
she's watching.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like he's very lucky.
I
to
Oh,
have
yeah.
to-
Effort for a married
literally,
couple.
That is very nice. And
Yeah.
and the quick in the afternoon at Centre Parks. There's not a chance.
It's quite romantic as well, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
A quick in the
Quick in
afternoon at
Centre-
Centre
Centre
Parks.
Parks.
Yes, yes.
Right,
Quick,
yeah.
5 minutes.
This is
Right.
subtropical paradise, right?
Yeah.
there.
All right, what's coming next? Oh, vodka Coke.
Vodka Coke is a classic.
This,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a nightclub.
Did you ever had a vodka and coke before you met me?
I think I did. I remember.
Why is there no
Introduce you to
water?
cultural.
See, my drink is rum and coke,
Is
white
it?
rum.
Oh, I
white
see,
rum
yes.
and coke.
Like a
so if
Cuba
I run
Libre.
out, yes, Cuba Libre. But if I run out, it'll go to vodka Coke.
Oh, by the
I
way, have
see.
you had a tequila version of that?
No, but you.
Oh my God, it's called a Batanga, and it's hard, like a pint glass, half tequila, half Coke,
Oh my God, I'd be
but
dead.
with salt and lime. Oh my God, it's so good.
it
I mean, they're
good?
lethal, but they're good.
Yes, that.
So
oof.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd do
yeah,
anything
yeah.
after
I
that.
think we've talked about this on every one of these shows we've done, and every
Oh, we
time
should
my
do one.
mouth waters and I just
Yeah.
want to do it.
So
Let's
it's
do
like
that
a Cuba
after.
Libre.
Yeah,
that
actually,
after.
we've
Yeah,
got
let's do
tequila
one.
and coke. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. But
Can't
it's
wait to go to this dinner party.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to this podcast. You're like, what time's our other podcast? 7 p.m.
yeah, it would be great.
North
It'd be
London.
good.
I
Now,
wouldn't,
you've
normally,
gone-
I wouldn't normally go diet coke. You've let yourself down
Yeah,
there
that
again.
was
Rob.
DC,
Yeah,
DC.
that was
But
my
that's
You
choice.
love a DC.
I love a DC.
I love a
that's-
DC.
Yeah,
so
I
do
mean-
you.
What's the DC?
Diet
Diet
Coke.
Oh, I love a DC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little cheeky DC.
No,
Gets
you
me
want
through.
full fat to keep up the blood sugar. That the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
I
vodka
just use
is-
that with the caffeine.
On a hangover.
Yeah.
The caffeine
yeah,
is enough to.
Yeah.
I call it the red ambulance. A Coke,
Ooh.
a can of Coke in the morning after a hangover. Bring in the red
Yeah.
ambulance.
Oh, that's good.
It's got everything you
because you know
need,
what?
doesn't
In London, if I went out and then I had work the next day,
Right.
Yeah,
I always got an ice cold can
Oh,
of Diet Coke,
it's a magic
but
trick.
not a Coke because I just didn't like it as much.
Yeah,
But I found the caffeine was enough, and I would just down it so
Yes.
quickly. But it's not the same out of a bottle when you're hungover. You
no,
need
no,
an
no. You need the
ice-cold
can. You need the can. An
Yeah.
ice
Don't
cold
you?
can.
Or
Yes.
those, or the
It makes it cold.
the
like-
glass
so
little
much better.
bottles.
Oh
know,
yes, the
you
little one.
find
Yes,
on the continent.
yes.
Yeah.
Or a Mexican Coke. You know, the
Yeah.
I
thin.
love a Mexican Coke. And
they're
that's the one you're meant to have
sweeter.
in a.
Or
Yeah.
out of
Well, they
a,
use agave something, don't
Oh,
they?
do
Sugar.
they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muy bien.
I used
Hang on,
to be
that's
quite
not-
into
is that right?
Coke, the drink, and I used to be able
Mix
to
it in
I know,
water.
but it does sound awful if you go.
Yeah.
I used to be into Coke.
Yes.
Yeah,
I had a
yeah.
massive Coke habit.
And the drink.
And I used to, for a brief period of time, I could tell what country Coke
Oh,
was
yes.
from
Really?
by taste. I
magician.
could tell a German Coke from an Indian Coke from an English
But,
Coke.
but when you're in
difference?
England, you were obviously only buying English.
But in those days,
So
you,
you
remember
wouldn't-
you could get also though you go to the little dodgy
Oh,
shops and they would
oh,
import
right, oh,
illegally
would they?
import it.
Oh,
so,
I didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah. You
And-
just so you can tell you're not from Catford.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go to
You
Tunbridge
beat
Wells.
us up, East London, Clara. I like
Okay,
it.
we
Yeah,
are
this is
on
looking
the
very
third
strong.
shot.
Yeah. Now we're going
Yeah.
back in
Yes.
time.
I mean-
This is
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
yes,
smell
yes.
of my youth.
oh, it's lovely.
Mm.
Oh, that's.
Oh yes, oh
Oh.
yes.
I can.
That's so good.
I can
It
feel
is good.
myself regressing to when I was 19. Actually, hi. What are you doing later?
She'll get up in Irish
Spent
dance.
I've got my
90s.
bustier on.
Yeah. Ellie likes to Irish dance after too many vodkas.
If you don't put Bewitched on now, or it'll
Oh,
be
don't.
over.
Yes.
Shot 7, we've got Bewitched.
Oh,
What's seven?
off she'll go.
Don't you worry.
No
Oh,
arms.
my
well,
God,
I
that's
did.
so
I did a
awesome.
DNA test, and I'm part Irish, so it's not cultural appropriation. It's fine.
Absolutely
That's
okay.
fine. Yeah, we can take the first.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this
Right, do
one.
you want to ask the question?
So, You're all about celebrating, as am I actually, and you know.
What?
Celebrating
Celebrating.
imperfections.
Oh,
Yes.
right. No, I'm celebrating perfection.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I went so much. Well,
Yeah,
no,
not so much.
no, not at all. Let's have a look. Yes, but have you ever have you got to a point where you thought, right, no, we won't joke about that, and or sort of like, no, that's off the table.
Yeah.
We can't.
I think we've evolved. Like, obviously, when we started off, it was all just like shit on our clothes and toddlers and mess and all that sort of stuff. And now it's teenagers, and I think there's some things I'm like, I can't share because they're teenagers and they're a bit more aware.
Yes.
So I have to be fucking sensitive about their feelings.
Oh,
Your
Sometimes
Yeah.
I just want to tell all the stories, but I think,
Yeah, no. I think when
you
it's your
know-
own kids, there's a certain
yes.
certain boundaries
Yeah,
you've got to
yeah,
respect.
And
yeah.
do they like being in the stories? Have they said anything about like, oh, we like it when you talk about us?
They don't care at the moment. They
No.
don't seem to mind. They've seen the show. They've seen, because we do a family-friendly version of the show at family festivals, so they've seen the show a
that's
few
cool.
times.
Yeah.
And the only time they've really objected is when my little son didn't like it when we took the piss out of World Book Day, because that's his favourite day.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
that's
Like,
really
fuck
cute.
World Book Day.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh, why do you
You're
know
like,
with your
still
words?
Yeah. You're like, bless him, he's 19, but he
Yeah. It's actually Dave.
No, but
You can't be-
yeah.
He just loves the
Pete,
Gruffalo.
sorry.
You didn't,
Yeah.
you didn't mind me telling that story about you shitting yourself, but World Book Day is untouchable. No, thank you.
absolutely
Out
not
of
a
bounds.
chance.
I think definitely there's things we wouldn't joke about. That thing about, oh, you can't say anything anymore. No, you can't, unless you
No.
want to be a racist or
Yes,
like a
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
person or hurt someone really badly. So no, you can't.
Yeah.
So are you worried about being cancelled?
I
Or
mean,
would that be
well,
like,
I'm not
oh,
a
we've
racist.
arrived?
Well,
No.
what are you implying?
Yeah. I was going to come on to
I've
that. Was
never
my next
sexually
question.
molested
Are you a
anyone.
racist?
Yeah. Oh, you're a racist. It's a really short question.
No,
Oh,
but
exactly.
the thing is, these guys aren't. There's nothing they can be cancelled for, because the worst it gets is swearing, and that's not
That's what I mean.
cancelled.
But,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
there's
you don't know
nothing. There's
what.
nothing you could you're not so. You're
You're
not so like,
edgy.
oh shit, so on the cusp of like, oh, that's a bit.
Yeah. It's
There's
not Ricky
nothing like that.
Gervais.
It's there is.
It's just
It's,
stupid.
it's all
Yeah.
no, but
And we're always the
very
butt of the
very
jokes.
clever.
Yeah.
In a lot of the humour, very clever, and particularly the songs and stuff. But there's nothing where you anyone would ever go.
I hope
Yeah.
not. Honestly, I hope
seriously,
not.
Yeah.
not
Don't-
at all.
We're not out to make
No.
people uncomfortable.
If anything, it's self-deprecation.
No,
Yeah.
we are always the lowest. Like, we never punch down. And I think
Yes.
that's the thing in comedy. You don't punch down, and
No.
we don't want to anyway. That's not who we are. But I think we're always
And we
the
know where the line is with the confessions, don't we? 'Cause
Yeah,
we
we're
get
really
all the
good-
audience to write confessions at our show, and we've never disagreed over what is
No.
okay to read out and what's not. So we
And
never.
what's so funny is they're obviously okay for you to read it out, because they're
They've
writing
written
them
it
in
down.
the first
And
place
sometimes
and
we're like,
handing them in.
really, really.
And you're like, okay, you must be pissed. I'm
I'm
saving
really.
you.
I mean, this is
As-
a
as-
confession,
yeah.
but not
Sometimes,
funny.
yeah,
Yes.
sometimes we're like, is that
Ooh.
funny? Child having a broken collarbone. Is that funny? I
Oh,
don't. We
God.
get quite a lot
Yeah.
of broken
Oh
bones
my
and stuff.
God.
And for us, the confessions, we never read out ones where it involves the pain or humiliation of a child. Pain or
Yeah.
humiliation of an adult is fine.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
them
And they're
who
consenting to
consent
sharing
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
A child
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
consent.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we do get
That
quite
is
a lot.
that's the line. Yeah. My favourite confession was about a woman who couldn't find her keys but needed to do a shit, and she was at her front door, really needed a poo, and she's like, I'm just going to have to dig a hole. I'm
That's
gonna
what she thought was the
Like-
solution problem.
I-
I
like
dig
she's
a
on
hole
I'm
in
a
my front
Celebrity.
garden.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would you just take this shit on the
Oh,
garden?
like,
Yeah.
You could just go behind a bush. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
no.
Or,
I'm gonna
on
dig
the
a
grass,
hole.
like it's a dog
Yeah.
So
I suppose
she's
the neighbours.
so she's
essentially.
but wait, no.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's digging this hole,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until she was digging the hole that she realised she was digging the hole with her keys. That's
What?
She
As
was
in-
drunk.
so drunk.
Oh, yeah.
She
She's
was
like, I
trying to
need to
dig
dig
the
a
hole.
hole. What have I got to dig a hole?
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
keys.
You're like-
Keys.
I feel like, and then she came on our podcast.
She was there like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
People had already gone past her,
Yeah.
opened the door,
Yeah.
got in the
Yeah.
house.
And it turned out it wasn't her house.
Kids got back from school. All right, mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can see Australia.
I'd give it 5 minutes.
The tequila.
Cool.
is very-
Lying there. I give it 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Right,
so-
so the
So having
next
said that they're not
one.
that strong, we're now on tequila.
Oh, da 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 da.
So take
Wow.
us through the significance of tequila for you guys.
One of you drank a whole village
I
out
yeah.
of tequila.
When I was about 20, I went on a sort of trek in Mexico, and and there was a big group of us and a few other people from London, and we went to this little Mexican village, and they put on a really nice meal for us with loads of tequila, and I'd never really had tequila before, and I was like, this is nice. So I started drinking it, and then everyone was doing rounds.
Sorry.
That's all right. And I was told
Right.
later that I was the only person going in on every single round. So everyone else was like, "Oh, that's
Oh,
enough for me. I'll wait a little bit." And I was just like,
And
So
again.
why was
So-
that? Because you were getting the rounds for everyone,
because they were just the lovely people in the village just giving us tequila, and
you were only having all of them.
and I was
because-
doing every single round because I was 20 and a dickhead.
Oh right,
Yeah.
you weren't.
Yes,
You
yes,
didn't.
she
They didn't
was.
have a gun to your head.
No.
No,
She was just
right. It was
foolish.
just your choice.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
right. I thought they were saying because she went up to collect them and give them all round, like she was always the last one to, like there was another tequila. Or,
I
Yeah.
she was
just
like, no, I was just a
was
complete
drinking it.
So
dickhead.
what sort of state?
well, so then I remember I just vaguely remember a truck driving off and going, "Where are you going?" And they were like, "To get
Really
more tequila."
Really
You've drunk
English.
all of the tequila in the
Where are you
village.
going? Excuse me, sir. Where are you going? And he was like,
Senor.
well, he's like, well, I'm going to get
Don't do the
something.
accent,
from
don't do the
what the
accent.
fuck is that accent? What is that anyway?
Racist.
That's Russian.
A bit more Eastern
It
European.
definitely
Yes,
did.
it was a bit Peru. It went a bit Peru.
So
Russian.
hang on, why have we got 4 shots now?
Because
Well,
there are
there's
4 of us.
Shit, sorry.
So they went and got
many
more
drinks in?
tequila because
Oh,
I drank the
God.
whole village out of tequila, and then
Thank you.
and then they had to take me back
Oh
to
my
our
God.
hotel in the town in the pickup truck, and apparently it got like 3 meters down the road, and apparently I just banged on the side of the truck. I was in the back, and then they were like, "What?" And I just leant over the side and went. And just did that all the way back into town, back
Whoa.
to the hotel.
And sorry, I missed it. You'd been in that truck as well.
Well, they put me in the truck to take me home because I was so fucked.
The truck that was going to get tequila.
They'd gone and got more tequila. They brought it back. I drank the tequila
Oh my
as well.
God.
And then they drove me back to the hotel with a lovely Australian girl, actually, who
Oh.
put me to bed, she told me the next day,
Love
and
it.
with a bowl and all of that. And the next day I woke up, felt absolutely fine because I was 20, and that's what
Yeah,
it was.
of
Went
course.
for
I
a
hate
swim.
that.
And everyone was
Just
like,
touch the side.
and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
They were just like,
And
yeah,
also,
go
you're
for
like,
it.
what's everyone looking at me like that for?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Why
it.
is everyone
Yeah,
so
you know, we've all
concerned?
been sick over the side of a truck.
Yeah, and then got up and had a swim.
Yeah, yeah.
So, well,
Have you
let's
got a
have some
tequila
Oh
story?
yes. Oh, I do.
Oh yes,
actually.
right.
Yeah.
After we've,
Well, that-
oh
yeah.
god.
Cheers, cheers. Oh, fucking
That's got
orange.
less
I can
in it, though.
smell it from here.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a lot.
I'll tell you a story after this
Well,
shot.
why she
Ready?
got less than us.
I
No,
know.
well, because that was mine.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, ready, go. Woof. Whoa.
Have you got any trucks?
Do you want some water?
What a truck.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Open our
It was.
snacks.
Oh, yeah. We got some snacks because these are apparently amazing at soaking up the booze.
Yeah.
Oh, what are these?
Fish skin.
Oh, yummy.
Okay.
Salted ale.
I'm in. Bring it
Are
on.
you in?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
This is-
Wow.
Also, can you go into the village get some more tequila?
I'll go. I already have.
Oh no.
So right.
What's not to like? You
Yeah.
like salt, you like egg, you like fish, you've got skin.
And
Just
you want
eat
all
it.
of
Hey,
it.
I'm in.
So Adam, my husband, came back from work last night because he works in London at the office on Thursdays. Came back and he said, "So new Asian supermarkets opened up in our office. I cook Asian food all the time, thinking he's going to bring back dim sum wrappers that need to make in my lovely bamboo
Yes,
steamer
steamed.
and
Would you like
or
a hand?
prawns or
Yeah,
something
something
for us."
delicious.
And then he goes, "I got you a present from there." And I was like, "Oh my god, a massive chili oil thing. What is it?" And he was like, "There you go." And I went, "Salted egg fish skin." And I was like, "What?" And he went, "Don't, seriously, if you don't." And I went, "I'm going to take them tomorrow." And he went, "Can we open them now?" And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because they're amazing." And I was like, "What
I'm
do they
into it.
taste like?"
I mean,
Do you like
they
pickled
stew-
eggs?
I love pickled eggs.
What's it? I reckon
Do you know what
it's the
this
same.
smells like?
What?
Have you ever had fish as pets?
Yes.
Oh,
Fish food,
yes.
fuck off.
Hang on,
Yeah.
go in. That is fish food, my friend. That smells like the flakes. It's,
I'm into it. Let's do it.
You
I'm
go.
doing it.
You go
Let's,
first, Ellie.
No, let's all try to do it together.
What? Like a shot?
Yeah.
I hope they're crunchy.
Oh.
That's quite a load.
That's a lot, isn't it?
So he said they are like the fish equivalent to
Ellie,
pork
can you pass me
scratchings.
those two.
Yeah.
Now, do you love pork scratchings?
I
love.
had 2 bags last night.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I had one for breakfast.
Yeah. I
Oh,
once gave.
fuck. I mean, I'm
I
gonna
once
say
gave
actually-
Ellie a
Good.
pork scratching.
Right, we're going to
advent
all have
calendar.
one
Actually-
together.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is weird, but I'm in
Cheers.
for it.
Ah,
Come on,
Come on.
Rob. Cheers.
there you go. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
If
I
you
quite
just
like that. I
imagine
really
them-
like that.
Do you like
Yeah.
it?
If you don't
Yeah.
smell it, it's nicer.
I quite like it.
Oh, I
The
do
crunch
like that.
The
Yeah.
crunch is very good. Oh, it is like a fishy scratching.
It is like a fish pork scratching.
Yes. I could
A fishy scratching.
a
Can
fishy
you
scratching.
pass them?
That
Yeah.
sounds rude.
No, it really does.
Oh, I could do another.
Oh God, I love those.
Actually, that has taken the edge off the tequila. I love that we've crossed continents here. We've
Oh.
we've gone from
Go and
Mexico.
try one.
We've gone from Mexico to
Yeah, you
where
guys
do you
gotta
think these
try.
are from?
Oh my God, I love
Fishy,
them.
eggy,
Yeah,
crispy
they are
thing.
good.
I think love is a bit strong.
Oh,
No,
you
I'm-
actually, you were the most.
I was, yeah.
You
I'm
were
not
the
sure.
most encouraging
I just
about
can't
this.
stop thinking.
Encouraging.
I don't hate them, but I can't stop thinking. I'm eating a
Johan's
pork
gonna try.
scratching that's gone off. That's the
They're
thing.
like,
No,
you
I
know,
like
you
the
know you
crispiness
buy
of it.
seaweed,
They are
seaweed
crispy.
in batter.
Yes.
They're like
I see
that.
what you.
Like
Yes.
tempura
And
seaweed.
it's there is an eggy
like
aftertaste that I'm not sure how I feel.
I
about, if
don't
I'm
think we
honest.
should kiss anyone later with this
Oh.
kind of tequila
Oh, I
fish
love
egg
it.
breath.
Brandy and Fanta.
Okay,
No.
so Brandy and
I think on
Fanta.
Fanta. Are we going?
No, Fandy.
Oh, sorry.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Fanta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you get it so wrong?
Cheers. Okay, we've got to be sort of speeding through.
Okay, right. Okay, so
I've got
I-
fish skin.
I've got. Nobody wants that.
Sorry, my teeth.
Sorry, I've got fish skin in my teeth.
Yeah.
Credit to the fairground.
Oh, that's actually quite nice.
It's
all right.
not quite nice, Rob.
No,
It is.
It's really nice.
It's like it's like gone off orange squash. It's like it's,
It's
fermented.
not good.
You've
But
left
hang
it in
on,
your
is that
school
part-
packed lunch
But
thing all
is that
summer.
the kind of fish skin sort of residue
A
as
little
well?
top
though?
up. Yeah, and top note.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
That tastes like
No.
university. I'm going to quickly tell you the
Yeah,
story of this.
tell a story.
So, Brandy was the cheapest, strongest drink I could get at basically the off license, and Fanta. Why not make it better? Make it fun. And that night, my friend and I drank so much of it, we got so drunk that we decided what would be really awesome is we'd photocopy our tits. Yes, I mean this
Oh, I like
plus
that.
that equals
Yeah.
that. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has anyone else photocopied their tits?
Has anyone not?
I mean, right.
No.
I have not.
I can't remember the last time I didn't do that.
I
Yes,
can't
exactly.
remember ever being around a photocopier where I didn't have the office around me.
Yes,
Well,
yes. Anyway,
If
Yeah.
you'd worked for Sony PlayStation in the early 2000s, that's something to let me tell you,
anything
Lot of
it was
goes.
a different time.
Yes, yeah.
It's a different era.
Available for sponsorship. This show,
Yeah.
Sony. Sony PlayStation, PS5. My kids 6 and 8. They'd love it. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
I
but,
Yeah,
digress.
carry on.
If you were thinking about photocopying your tits, just don't. It does not end well.
Does it
What are
feel
the
like
downsides?
a mammogram?
I was gonna say.
Yes, it turns out it looks like two big fried eggs. Yes,
Okay.
yes. And I realised that day I had nipple hair. Because you know what, in the photocopy, the brightness, the contrast, so the whiteness of my boobs and the blackness of the tit pube really came out.
Did you think that you must have squashed some spiders on the glass?
Yes,
initially?
yes. Something is amiss.
Yes.
Something is amiss.
Oh,
I
no.
did not, but I've kept the copy.
Oh,
Yes,
Wow.
yes, I
Can
have.
we put it on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it was worth coming
I
today.
love it.
So it was,
It
you're
was
like, not for
worth-
the
yeah,
show,
for
just for the
that. That
photocopy.
one
Fish
thing.
skin and
Just
tit pics.
for the
Yes.
one post that Scummy
Yes,
Mummies
anyway.
will be putting
So
up.
But
on
it's so
my
funny.
page
It's
at
so
the
funny
end of
because
the
you
day.
guys
It's the
obviously know
taste
each
of
other really
tits.
well. But things like that is that the first time you've heard that? So there must be a few things that you go, I've never heard that before.
I knew she'd photocopied her tits because again, everyone has. If you haven't, you're a
Yeah.
loser.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
but I didn't know you still had the copy.
Yes.
Interesting that she
Right.
kept that little.
Did
tit
you know
bit.
she
Yeah.
had
Okay.
hair on her tits
I
from the
mean,
photocopy? I mean, did you know that was brought to
didn't-
light on the photo? Quite literally brought to light.
Yeah.
on the photocopier.
know that. I'm a little bit aroused.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't say I'm not.
Yes,
I can say I'm not.
categorically no. Nothing's coming up right now for me.
If he wasn't gay before, he will be now.
Yeah.
It's dropped off.
Yes. Oh, lovely. Another drink. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what we
We
need.
need one of
That's what
those.
we need now.
That's what we need.
Okay, so the next one is red wine and champagne.
Hang on a sec. Sorry,
What?
I'm just looking at the Brandy and Fanta question.
Well, I think we've kind of covered this though with the children and
Oh yeah.
Have we?
No,
not covered it with the children.
no, yeah, sort of we have. So
Covered
we can
it,
move
comma.
on.
Yes,
do you
with the
ever
children.
worry your children will grow up, find your podcast, and say, "Mummy, why did you tell that story about me?"
Yeah, I think we.
Yeah.
And
you
I'll say,
covered-
shut
you
up,
did.
Yeah.
it paid for the house.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Well,
they're like, okay, I will.
Yeah.
I will go to my room. I mean, back to London where I live.
And that's
I'm
me.
not-
I'll
yeah.
go back to my room.
Yeah.
I'm sort of lucky because I've got two sons, so I can say, oh, one of my sons, hilarious, and they hopefully won't know which one it is, and which that's my excuse, Clara. That's what.
Oh, is that what you
However,
say?
I'm fucked
Yes.
because I'll
You're
say my
fucked.
son or my daughter, and they'll know who that
They'll know
is.
definitely
Yes.
who's that.
But
So
I don't think.
I don't think so. Also, my kids, you know, when I go out for shows and I come back and they go, "What was the scummiest confession?" and they sort of
Oh, they're
laugh.
proud as well. They're
Too.
like,
And also we've
and also if they didn't have a sense of humour with parents like you,
Yeah.
it'd be a bit fucked.
no, and we have a
Yeah.
good laugh around it. And also the kids have loved, like we did like I think 6 years of Camp Festival, and they loved going. And like
Yes.
that's our, you know, they're our
Yeah.
mums.
And
I
again,
remember-
we're not telling stories about, oh, my son's so stupid, he did
We
this.
never
Do you
say-
know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
we
yeah.
never say we
We
hate,
never say we hate
parent-
them, no.
We never say we hate parenting or we hate. We say this is hard, but we
Or
never
you
say,
take the piss out of
Yeah.
things that go wrong.
we never call them dickheads or anything. Like
Yeah.
we do actually love our children. And
And they do call them dickheads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
call us
but in a
dickheads.
loving,
I
loving
call
way.
my kids dickheads sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
But not to
But not to their
faces.
faces.
No, so that, and then they won't
Which
go
is
to
actually
therapy.
nice of
It's
you.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
good. But
Right, guys.
I'm the dickhead.
Cheers.
So
Yeah.
We've got to speed through this
Okay,
last
yeah,
lot.
yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
motor off.
Oh
Cheers.
yeah, aren't we lucky?
I mean, this is like a.
Aren't
ruby.
you pleased that you get to speak
A
through the
ruby.
last 5 shots?
Yes.
By
yes,
the
it's a
way,
ruby.
you've got to take us through what this is. I've never heard of this
What is
combination.
this, by the way?
This is red wine and champagne.
Oh, but
You guys are like
whoa.
So what is
literal
this?
maniacs.
That is
Why this?
These aren't even drinks. You're just
ordered
mixing.
them though. You put them in this order.
So you're mixing shit.
But
with
hang on,
shit.
were they
What are
meant
you
to be?
doing?
Were they meant to be mixed? Were they meant to be mixed?
Yeah, no, they're meant
they
to be
were meant
mixed.
to be
That
mixed,
is
yeah.
called the
No,
Sean
they're
Paul.
not meant to be mixed. But
Yeah.
No, no,
But
not
we
meant
did
to be
that
mixed.
anyway.
But
between you and I, no, they're not.
No,
I
but-
quite liked
but
it. I
you-
like it better than the Chardonnay. That's called a Sean Paul. That should put it in time for you
It
in the
wasn't me,
timeline.
yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you, yeah.
And that
Ellie.
was just one night we were very drunk. And do you remember when you used to be able, for a brief period of time, you could buy mushrooms on like for delivery?
Steady.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a story
As
for
in-
another time. But anyway,
As in like field,
Sean
field
Paul.
mushrooms.
Why Sean Paul?
Why?
As in
Sean
champagne, Sean.
No, Sean
No.
Paul as in.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Go
Go
to
to party like it.
It's not even a Sean Paul song, is it?
By the way, what
No, that's
happened
like
to him?
50 Cent or Nelly or something. It's not even.
What even happened to
I
Sean
just love
Paul?
the fact that it's like it's called a Sean Paul, and then you talk about mushrooms, and he's like, oh, like champignon, and then you're like,
like
no,
Sean
like
Paul.
it's your birthday, it's your birthday.
It was actually. It was invented in the shadow of St Paul's
Yeah,
Cathedral.
we're really aligned. We're really aligned. Yeah. There's an alignment
Sorry,
here.
I know you're
We'll
one
be
who's
friends.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you even know who Sean Paul is,
Oh
Rob?
God,
No,
yeah.
I
It's
don't.
your birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
No one's
Birthday.
birthday.
It's
You
like,
didn't
oh,
do You'll
Sean
Find Me in the
Paul,
Club?
like,
No.
No, he didn't do
Champignon.
You'll Find Me in the
Who
Club.
did
That's
that?
50
Oh, we
Cent.
did
That's
the
50 Cent.
club.
Okay.
No.
Blurb. Blurb.
Sorry, Sean Paul.
Okay, next.
Oh, let's
Okay,
have some
next.
more middle-aged white people talking about rappers. That's what everyone
Right.
wants to see on
No,
YouTube.
no,
That's what the
no,
kids
no.
are into these days.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so the next one is vodka, Red Bull, and Stella. You guys, you're lunatics.
Yes.
Seriously.
Uh,
yes.
Have you never
Stella.
heard of a power shandy before?
No, I've heard of a
No.
vodka Red Bull.
No, this is next level.
Seriously,
This is
you're-
an upgrade.
I've
This is an
never
upgrade.
seen. I've
Nor
never
have I.
seen a list like this because literally over half I've never heard of before.
No, well, I hadn't till I went to uni, and my friend John Boyd, who was the poshest friend I'd ever had at that point,
Until you met Rob.
yeah, basically.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
there
he'd like
Red
gone to
Bull?
boarding school and all
Yes,
that.
there is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
And
Sorry.
I used to think that posh people just drank things out of decanters. And then he was like, no, turbo. Maybe it was called a turbo shandy, turbo power
be,
shandy.
yeah.
And he was like, what you want is a pint glass, shot of vodka, can of Red Bull, top it up with Stella. You're awake for 3 days. And
You
everyone's
did
having
say
a
that.
great time.
Everyone,
She wrote
Sorry,
on
Ellie,
the
do you pass
WhatsApp
Stella?
the story behind it. All she put was
Stella.
vodka, Red Bull, top it
yeah,
up with
nice.
Stella, awake for 3 days, go in Monday.
Absolutely. We're in a beefer. We may or may not come home.
Yeah.
Finish an essay, go.
So this is a great way to get a night out
I
started.
love the way he's putting it in a cocktail shaker.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we didn't do
Like
that.
Make it
Really
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
Make it.
in late 90s
Oh,
Sheffield, that
well
was
maybe
different.
that's where you went wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Are
yes.
you
for
stirring
sure.
the power out of it, Rob? Come on. Come on.
Yeah. It's like Samson.
weak.
Just like
Yeah.
nothing, nothing left.
Oh dear.
It's actually, I don't remember it being an unpleasant taste. Let's find out.
So, but the Red
Well,
Bull is
vodka Red Bull's nice.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's quite medicinal. It's sort of like
Yeah.
like an adult sort of Calpol.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
but slightly thinner.
Yes, Not as
Not so gloopy.
viscous.
Yeah, not
yes.
so good for your, not so good for your
viscous.
car.
What a great word.
Not viscous
Not
is
so,
it?
not so viscous. I wouldn't like a Calpol shot.
No.
Oh, it
Although
does
you never
smell.
know on
Oh.
this show though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It does.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past us.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Listen. You can get a
Or
Calpol.
it
note.
does smell
It's
like
a Calpol
That
note.
banana medicine you used to get in the 80s, the
That's
antibiotics.
the antibiotics that you had to have on
they
a
still
spoon.
have those. Banana.
Sorry, we should
antibiotics.
shotting it.
Go.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually,
Yes.
Actually good. Actually good.
Actually,
Yeah.
very good.
I feel like Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's go.
Yeah. 3 days.
That's nearly the dish.
Which, by the
Isn't
way,
that catchphrase?
which,
You've got a bit Super Mario.
Yeah.
which, by the way, if you've ever played that pissed, which we all have, you wake up in the middle of the night to that,
Yeah.
and you can just hear it, and it's going round and
And
round.
the ring's going.
Because you normally got those tiny TVs from
Yes.
back in the late
Yes,
90s.
yes,
you all
yes,
had
yes,
in your
yes.
How long
room.
we got?
You've heard, you're like,
Yeah.
la, 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 la.
No, that's.
No, what was it?
Sorry, I had to wait for you to
Why?
finish.
I-
I had to wait for you to finish.
I was told I was coming on the show, not
Could you
fucking
just, like-
waiting.
I'm
You're,
not.
no,
Are
but
there
you're
no
a really
staff for
shit
this?
waiter, though. Sorry, I
Well,
would not employ
as
you.
barman go, you're not doing yourself any favours.
Oh my
Right.
God, where's the nice red wine I bought? I bought a red
No,
wine.
we had that for.
With the champagne.
Yeah, we had that with the champagne.
What?
That was the
I
Sean
bought
Paul.
a £30 bottle
Well, have
of
some,
red
we'll have
wine
some.
because
And
they
that's-
drank it
No.
when she got divorced. To have with Watsons, and we're not even going to fucking do it.
Because that's what Sean Paul would have done. That's what he would have
It's your
wanted.
birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Maybe it was him.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 and 1. So we're going to do the port with Vimto.
I can't believe we've used my
Unbelievable.
30-quid bottle of red wine.
We can
for
have it later.
We did it because
Have it
that is
later.
what we did when you got
TYO.
divorced, isn't
That's
it?
why. That's
Yes,
why.
that's
what we
That's
did.
why I went
Okay.
and got it.
Okay, so we when I got divorced,
Just
and I-
quickly before you say it, this isn't associated with this drink, but we are going to have a little taste of the red wine after this very quickly. The expensive red wine I bought. The only reason why I bought expensive red wine, which I never do for this show, is because it had to be expensive because
when I got divorced, I found out my husband was having an affair, and as a sort of revenge, all the red wine that he'd saved for best that was expensive, Ellie and I decided to drink.
yes.
Yeah.
And
You're very
and
welcome.
do you know what? We didn't even we didn't savour it, we didn't sniff
You
it.
can
we
go
just
like, you
really
can go like
we drank that shit like it was fucking Ribena. They'd saved up for years.
And actually, didn't you have it
Yes.
with Watsons?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They had it with Watsons.
Yes,
you should.
The Watsons.
The classic pairing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Not
this is
any old
cheeky
Watsons.
Vimto.
Cheeky
Good.
Vimto.
Cheeky Vimto.
Cheeky Vimto. But
Okay.
this is with Tawny port.
Oh, I love a
think
Tawny port.
Yeah, I love a
Fucking
Tawny port.
weirdos again.
Oh, hang on.
Mm,
Cheers. Cheers.
yeah.
You're going it. Just regurgitated it. Hang on.
Oh my god. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, I do like it. Oh,
That's
yes.
like a sweetie.
Oh,
That is really nice.
Oh,
It's better
so
with a
good.
ruby, if I'm completely honest. But
Do you think? It's quite nutty. You're like, yeah, exactly.
I,
That's why.
So for port for me, because I'm a vicar's daughter, Dad would always have a port as the communion wine, and so
Oh, brilliant.
yeah, I know. So Saturday night he would go into the church and prepare everything, and I'd help him. And I remember having port was my first.
Cheeky bimps. You're like, hang on, Dad, can I just have a WKD quick?
Yeah.
Out of the font.
But it was
Yeah, can I have it with champagne?
port's the first alcohol I ever had, because obviously when we did first communion when you were about 12, then you started having communion wine, and so it'd be like,
what is communion wine? It is port then, or
it's
what?
it's whatever.
It's normally red wine, isn't
But is it supposed to be
it would
literally the blood of
port because-
Christ?
Yes, blood of
because
Christ.
Red wine would go off, so port doesn't because it's fortified.
Yeah, and I remember the flagon in the house, like that would be. But Dad would have a port just in a glass at night.
But so that is basically the blood of Christ if he'd been out on a night out in Macclesfield.
Yeah,
Which is where I discovered.
if he was from the north.
So
yes.
we're just going to taste,
We're gonna-
So wasn't
because
she-
of that story,
Yes, we have to have
because of that story, we've
have to
got to
have
have
a
some of
short-
the 30 quid, not that I bang
Taste-
on about this too
taste
much,
of
but
revenge,
Why
Clara.
have you got
Taste
made
of
something so
13.
expensive?
because they said if he had saved up this really expensive wine, and
For the
as
Stella,
revenge,
for the
It's going to be
Stella.
more than 30 quid, but this
Yeah,
is like
no.
expensive.
it's
for
going to be
this show.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
expensive for the show.
Yeah, but not for
His was worth £1,000 a
Top
bottle.
notch.
Mine was
Top notch.
28
You know, Clara,
quid.
some wines cost up to £45 or £50.
Oh, stop it!
Unbelievable.
Stop it!
Unbelievable.
I won't hear of it. You drink.
And not just Whispering Angel.
It's
Cheers.
just marketing. It's just marketing. All right.
Right, I'm gonna have a
Okay,
quick
can I
sip
ask a
first.
question that you've probably never been asked before?
Yeah.
What's next for the Scummy Mummies?
Just more of the same.
Well, no, not more of the same. We're doing
Sorry.
a brand new show.
Oh gosh, no! I mean like.
You guys need a PR person.
Or maybe just one less person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scummy
as in-
Mummy. Yeah.
We're doing a brand new
We're doing,
show.
no, but that's the best bit, is that we're doing a new show, but we tour, which is the love or the joy of my life is going out on tour.
Or we
And-
could tell them about the new show.
Go
Hot
on,
Mess.
you-
Hot Mess. It's
go
called
on,
Hot Mess,
you-
Clara. Thanks for
Oh,
asking.
yes,
Also,
yes,
Yeah,
Rob,
what's
yes.
that?
It's called Hot Mess, isn't
Yes,
it?
we're writing a whole new show with whole new jokes and new sets and new costumes, everything. So we're very, very excited.
And is that this year, 2025?
Yeah, in a couple of
When?
months. So we're. It's exciting because each year we do the show. The show evolves as we've evolved, and also we found like how audiences have evolved with us. Because in the beginning we used to say, "Who's got a little baby?" and everyone would go, "Ah!" and like we'd meet audience members in the toilets after the show, and they're like, "Oh, we're just out with our NCT," and then like they showed us their
Yeah,
tits.
look at my tits. I mean, I haven't breastfed my baby for 4 hours. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah, they're
making
like,
milk.
where's the
Yeah, and now
photocopy
they're
at?
at the same stage as you are because they've followed you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we've said it now, like in 2025, we're like, "Who's here got a little baby?" We're like, nobody. So what's really nice is our audience has sort of grown with us. So
Yeah.
now we're
But
doing
like I found you guys about 3 years ago, and I'm only like a couple of years younger than you, but I've got kids much younger. But all of my friends, the mums at school, at my kids' school, like whether it's like that, the one recently in December, I said, "Hey guys, should we go to Scummy Mummies again?" And then like 75% of the group went, "Sorry, already going with year 5."
Ah!
And I went, "You cunts." No,
I
but
thought you
ser-
were my people.
So anyway, but I want to say that there were a bunch of all years from our school there.
Awesome, yeah.
And then we went as well, and
Yeah.
it was brilliant. It was brilliant. And when will tickets go on sale for that?
Oh well, they're most of the shows are on sale now, but we're adding dates.
I
all
know
the
you'll
time.
find this hard to believe, but we're a little bit disorganised and things just sort of happen when they happen.
Yeah,
don't
because
they?
you're on a really organised show, so it's
Bit
really,
like you,
really
bit like you.
slow.
Yeah.
That's why we
Yeah.
get on. We're all really organised.
Yeah.
Yes, no, very professional. I think you'll find.
Breathalyser and then a quick
Yes.
to camera and subscribe down.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Could I have another what's it?
That's the last shot! Wow!
But we have got the breathalyser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
To
is,
do-
we've left
Well,
for too long.
The last
I'm
of
interested in
the.
this.
I think I'm going to get what's it
Breathalyser.
dust in it.
So we've got probably about a minute for each of us because you've got to wait for the countdown. So is there any of your favourite drinks out of those you would like as a shot, but you can sip it or whatever
What
you'd
about Aperol
like.
Spritz?
Aperol Spritz?
I'm going to go Whispering Angel just because I couldn't afford to buy it normally. So
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
do we have
better
any
finish
left,
it.
actually?
And
Oh, yeah,
as
we
you're
do.
not paying me, I'm trying to claw back
Yes.
economically
And this is
any
this
sort of
is-
value I can.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not
and
even
I'm
paid
trying
for
to claw
this.
back. Are you
Yeah.
guys paying me? No.
Ellie and I.
Clara, this is our show.
I know.
Hey, we're in charge.
I'll
We're
have
in
the
charge of payment.
Chardonnay because no one else likes
I'm
it.
sorry. We
We're
will pay
paying
you soon.
yeah.
We will pay you soon. Ooh.
Where's your glass?
Here's a
Yeah. Oh, is there more shot glasses? That amazing,
clean one.
amazing.
Yeah.
Ready? So 0.25 is
It's the limit,
The limit.
driving limit.
Oh, fuck me!
What is that?
0.82.
What is that?
I'm a bit disappointed. I was aiming for 69, but I'll take that.
0.82. Hang on.
Wow.
82, right it down.
0.82.
We've all had the same-
Ellie.
Yes, this has got to be
We've
like
all
on
had
Saturday
the
Kitchen.
same.
They have that thing with the
Oh,
scoreboards.
What was the
Yes.
thing that with the racist guy with the driving?
With the racist
Top
climate.
gear. That's one.
No.
Or Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, we should have a
Oh
leaderboard.
my God,
Celebrity
Clara
season.
wasn't as a guest.
We haven't. Jezza Clarkson is what got me my book deal, so I will not have a bad word said
No.
against him.
Against that racist bastard.
Yeah. I won't have a bad word said
Top
against
gear,
him.
top guy.
Let me tell
Yeah.
the story of the first time you met M. Clarkson.
Yes, go on.
We met her in a changing room at a Rivita event, and
That's a sentence.
exactly.
No, it was a Tesco's F&F fitness class, but anyway, with Davina McCall.
Oh, okay.
And
So-
you showed Davina
No.
McCall your boobs, and then you showed.
No, you weren't at the end of the story.
Oh,
Anyway, that's the story.
Yay.
No, say what happened when you
So-
you met M. Clarkson?
So we met M. Clarkson, and we were like, you said, I'm Helen Thorne, and she went, oh hi, I'm M. Clarkson, and you went, oh, you're not related to Jeremy, are you?
really embarrassing if it was your dad. And she went, he is actually.
No. Oh.
And then we.
I'm an awful person.
And then we were complaining about our tits, and I was
Yes.
like, "Oh, my tits are a bit shit." And Davina McCall went, "So am mine. Look," and showed us all our tits. Yeah, and they weren't shit.
They were
not.
very
No,
nice
they would
boobs.
not.
They were a
no,
nice
she's got
pair.
a great body.
Yes,
Tina.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
I'd like
On
to
our show, I just
photocopy
find
those.
them.
Yes, very good. Very.
She's
high
from
quality-
Tunbridge, doesn't she? Live in Tunbridge.
Her kids went to the school my kids go to now.
And I've seen her tits, so we've got that in common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm at
3, 2. Oh, hang on.
Three.
Stuck on that. Right.
3.
Yeah. Do you remember when it happened last time?
Three.
It had
Yeah.
did
My
this
mum,
couple
I
of
remember,
times.
did
Okay.
a breathalyzer, and she was so nervous she sucked.
Oh, we've all done it.
I know.
You laugh too hard at that.
So
Yeah, what do we want to
I'll
drink?
have so Whispering Angel. What would you like?
I was
Okay.
going to have the Chardonnay, thank you. Okay, go.
Ready?
Let me just.
Right. 0.82 was Ellie.
What is it?
0.85.
I'm
Oh,
alive.
okay.
Well
Slightly
done.
more
Well
sensible.
done.
I mean, really.
Well, I don't think we need to do
More
ours.
piss.
What study?
No.
The jeopardy of this is really upsetting. It's giving me anxiety. You've got a window that you can do it in. Why?
Well, no. Because you're meant to leave it 9 minutes before each breathalyzer. Because normally 4 people don't get breathalyzed at once.
I feel that's very discriminatory against quadrupeds,
Yeah, I do.
for example.
Yeah,
You might be out for a day out.
Siamese twins.
Well, if there were Siamese twins, you'd only have to do one, wouldn't you?
Would you?
Now, last time I was the lowest out of me and Rob.
What you want now?
Oh, 5-3.
It's
And what are these
fine.
guys? What are you? 8.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
She's match fit.
She's
match
really
It's
fit.
good.
crazy. That's
Very
what happened
good.
last time. So we just got one more breathalyzer to do. That's Rob's.
Yeah.
So mine was 0.53, but still no driving. 0.85, highest so far. 0.82, very
Mine's going to
close.
be the highest.
Yeah, I think
I
yours
think
is.
mine's going to be the highest.
And but while we wait for that,
Even
to
though
get
I
ready.
probably had the most fish skins of everyone to
Yes.
soak it
Nice.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While that gets ready, I don't know what that brush is, but while that gets ready, we want to thank Rob and I want to
Yeah.
thank
Thank you.
our
so
wonderful guest.
much.
This has been the most
This has been so
incredible
fun.
time.
We had the best time.
It
honestly.
had the best time.
Has this been the best podcast you've ever been on?
Oh,
for
absolutely.
sure, for
It's
sure.
been
And
absolutely
not even
brilliant.
one
We've
of
had a lovely time. Thanks so much for
You're like,
having
thank God
us.
it's mini.
Really good.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Let's just,
Well, I just asked you.
it's been brilliant. Really lovely. Just great vibe. Just really lovely. Fun.
Super
Just
great
bounce.
vibe.
Just
Yeah,
banter.
But also, like,
Banter.
where can so tell us about your? I think you've told us, but tell us where you can get tickets, when your next show is.
Scummymummies.com.
Yeah.
It's all on there, isn't it? I can't remember
And you
anything
can
else.
already buy tickets, but more dates are being released. I recommend it. I've been to see 2 of their shows. It is literally the best girls' night out, or boys, or best mates who, you know.
Anyone with eyes.
I was going to say, who are your gay best mates?
Who are friends with Mum?
Friends with Barn.
Okay.
But anyway, thanks very much,
Yeah.
Helen Thorne and Ellie Gibson.
Yeah.
And where can you see your episode, eh?
Like and subscribe to YouTube.
Like and subscribe to YouTube. To just YouTube. To them. To them.
Yeah. To us.
Shots
Come
and
on,
fun.
Rob. Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
It's the best show that I've ever been drunk on.
That's all saying, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Right, so that's that.
So
and
that's that.
Rob and I, have got
We're going to be
2.
back next month.
Yeah,
So
great.
we've got some really good guests ahead too.
No, absolutely
we've got
will
2
not.
really good guests, like not better.